you. You may be seated. At this time, I'd like to introduce James Boston, who was chosen by fellow students to give the student response. James is graduating with a double major in finance and accounting and a minor in economics and a certificate in business analytics. During his time at Pitt, James was a dedicated member of the Pitt Varsity Marching Band, the Blue and Gold Society, Alpha Kappa Psi Professional Business Fraternity. He served as Herald Trumpet, section leader, tradition committee leader, and president of the President of the Varsity Marching Band as president for the Blue and Gold Society. James studied abroad in both Ireland and Germany through the Woodcock Global Honors Fellowship Program and the +3 program. Upon graduation, James will begin his career as a financial services consultant at Ernst & Young in Pittsburgh, and we know that James will continue to be an active member of the Pitt community. James?
So, unfortunately, I am the last person between you and your dinner reservations. So I will try and keep this brief, but they keep you connected with what I'm walking through here. Tillman, backstage, told me that I should name this speech. I thought that was a great idea. Tillman said, hey, people are more connected when you give something a name. So, backstage, I named this A Collective Path. Class of 2022, congratulations. We finally made it to the end of our undergraduate journey. The last time we all sat here together was August 22nd, 2018, during our freshman convocation. We come here together again after 4 years of growth and memories to last a lifetime. Today, we are leaving here together with our diplomas in hand. While these pieces of paper may look the same, no one in this room has had the same Pitt journey. Our journey is what makes each of us profoundly unique and will allow us to charge into the world with a fresh perspective. However, our paths are as similar as they are different. We have a shared identity built from 3 words: Hail to Pitt. Hail to Pitt is the unifier of our community, regardless of our path. It immediately forges a connection with a stranger you see walking on the street with a Pitt shirt on. The phrase, Hail to Pitt, is transforming. Not only does it force us to flash back on our individual journeys, it also seamlessly merges us together as one collective family. Let's look back on our time and remind ourselves of our Hail to Pitt moments and the distance we have traveled as we move forward into the next steps of our lives. In the summer of 2018, with high school in our rearview mirror, we were ecstatic to jump into college. Our inboxes were repeatedly spammed with Pitt emails from Panther Central, Office of Admissions, and so many other outlets. But the most important one, the Pitt Class of 2022 Facebook page. Maybe it was the hours of scrolling through bios, or the excitement of seeing over 3,000 students on one page, but there was something captivating about that group that made us eager to get to campus. Freshman year brought us to Heinz Field for the very first time. As the Pitt band ran out of the tunnels playing our fight songs, the music marked the beginning of a thrilling afternoon on the North Shore. We were treated to a performance by the one and only T-Pain at our first Bigelow Bash, and even got to hang out with Jay-Z and Aaron Donald in the Oakland Zoo. We gathered for meals at market and joined new clubs and organizations. And between the star appearances, I'm sure each of us powered through our first all-nighter somewhere in Mervis or Summit. Sophomore year, our college experience took an unexpected turn as the pandemic had a different plan in store for us. We are all tired of hearing about this pandemic, but take a minute to think about the challenges we had to confront and how we grew from them. Taking classes from home seemed sweet until the burnout settled in. We learned how to quickly adapt by keeping our minds busy while simultaneously supporting our friends and family during this difficult time. We all had moments where online class from bed felt so right, until you woke up 5 minutes after lecture ended to an empty Zoom call. After Zoom classes were over, we spent time developing lifelong friendships while the world was shut down around us. Long walks around campus were refreshing, and we saw Oakland's landscape evolve. Most notably, we said goodbye to the beloved original hot dog shop, the O, after 60 years of serving the best greasy food in Pittsburgh. Junior year was the start of our transition back from the pandemic. In the spring semester, we were finally back in person. We were forced to adjust our daily routine again. In-person events almost seemed foreign to us, having no idea how to publicly interact with people. We rebuilt our social skills and learned how to work face-to-face with our peers. Going back to class was a challenge, but taking an in-person exam, that felt like a whole different learning curve. But we persevered and found a way to keep moving forward. Senior year, college is back on track. I would argue that this has been our best year yet. Time with our respective student organizations flew by, attending our last formals and saying our departing words to the groups that have meant so much to us. Pitt football brought home its first ACC championship. And we were busy submitting job and grad school applications. But most importantly, HEMS fully reopened and we were back in action. Today, we are coming to the last chapter of our Pitt story, but we are taking our first step into the world as a Pitt alum. You might be excited, scared, or a little bit of both. I know I am feeling some combination of the two. From the classroom to the city to the world, we have shaped ourselves into quality business leaders. We will forever be bonded through our Hail to Pitt journey. These shared memories have crafted our collective identity while highlighting the personal memories that we have all made. Remember your Hail to Pitt journey. Keep those memories and cherish them so you can continue to grow into a better person. And the next time you see a stranger walk past you with a Pitt shirt on, take a minute and say hi and reminisce on the 4 remarkable years you had at the best university in the world. The work you have done and the relationships you have formed have shaped you for the better. No matter where life takes you, you will always have your Pitt family. It's not 4 years, it's for life. Hail to Pitt.